it's interesting. Just when I hear confessions, oftentimes, especially with moms, they'll just kind of they'll talk a little bit and in some ways just kind of vent. And I would love to have $1 for every time I've said, you know something, being mom is hard, and they just like fall apart, right?
Yeah,
They're just trying to hold
like,
it together.
It is
It's
so
like, you are
hard.
so amazing. It's like, but there's just something about that, just calling it, especially honestly, especially in the sacrament of reconciliation, because I mean, obviously, I'm not going to get into specifics, but so often what they mention isn't even maybe necessarily sin. It's just the weight of being a mom.
Yeah,
And
it's the heaviness on their heart.
Yeah, in a spouse, and just to hear that, I think is something about that that's freeing for them.
Yeah. And I think also being like, okay, you think this is hard too.
Yeah.
Because you do. You feel like you're drowning
mine was from the outside
in the thick
looking
of it.
in. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's sometimes that there's. And you probably talk about the truth be told, I've not listened to your podcast yet.
You're not my target audience.
Right.
I'm geared towards ladies.
But social media is just such a horrible, for many of them, that there's this idea of what they're supposed to be. And honestly, truth be told, even some Bible studies and women's groups,
agreed.
They're just, I was going to say they're not honest.
Squeaky clean.
And that's not fair to say that they're not honest. But
they're trying to be more squeaky clean than the majority of us are.
Yeah.
So maybe some people, like a type A personality who has 1 or 2 kids, maybe she can do that. But that makes the rest of us feel horrible.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so being like real life and not Instagram.
The fact that all the kids are basically alive and fed.
They survived.
And fed. Yeah,
Yep.
That's great.
Yep. At one point, when we were at Seek, Peter was doing something crazy. My youngest was just being insane. And I pointed at, do you know Mother Natalia? She's
Sure.
I was like, that Muslim woman, that's her kid. And I'm pointing at her, she's like, I'm like, I don't claim him.
I don't even
like,
know who
he's
that
with
is.
you.
I
You're
don't even know who that is.
Muslim woman over there in the corner.
But the other thing about it, and I joke about this, that, I love my life and I'm so grateful for it. You can never turn your life off. I mean, you can never turn that off. Like when I go to my room, I always joke, I go to my room and I close the door. Friars never come to the door knocking, crying, wanting anything. It's like when I close my door in the evening, it's me and it's quiet. And it's not always peaceful because things can go crazy in my brain, right? But you can't do that. Yeah.
It's definitely, motherhood is a road to sanctity and suffering.
Absolutely.
It's filled with suffering, and it is, and I am so grateful for it. But yeah, like it's hard. I think it's hard for looking back before I was a mom. Like I feel like I was struggling with, I was way more selfish, way more. And you can't.
It roots it out.
Yeah.
No, I think as a selfish parent, I don't know. The thing that went through my mind, it becomes an addict. I don't know how you drink, you work, you do something, but I don't see how you can reconcile those things. Yeah.
No, you learn to die to yourself very quickly for love of the little one.
Yeah. And it doesn't change. I think about my own mom. I'm 58, she's 86, and she still worries about me, right?
Does she really?
Oh, of course.
Oh, great.
How did your meetings go? I was praying for you. You okay? You look tired at Mass. She watches the noon Mass. You look tired at Mass today. You doing okay? Moms, right? Yeah. No, that's great.